So this is the 2015 Junior Cert Higher Level Paper 2, and we're looking at question number 9. A class of 25 students was surveyed to find out how many WhatsApp messages they each sent in a particular week. The results are shown in the table below. So here's the results here. Part A says a student is picked at random from the class. Find the probability that this student is sent 50 or more messages. Okay, so a student picked from the class, that's 25 in the class. And we want the probability that the student sent 50 or more messages. So that would be the 10 students here, the 7 there, and the 5 there. So the 10 plus 7 plus 5, that gives us 22. So the probability is 22 over 25. We can leave that as a fraction. You can express it as a decimal if you like as well. Part B, a student is picked at random from those who sent 50 or more messages. So if we're picking the student from those who sent 50 or more, we're picking from the 22 students, the 10, 7, and 5. Find the probability that this student sent 50 to 70 messages. Well, the number of students that sent 50 to 70 is 10, so it's going to be 10 out of the 22. And we can simplify that down then to 5 over 11. So that's the probability as a fraction simplified. Part C says using mid-interval values, estimate the mean number of messages sent per student. Okay, so mid-interval values, the first interval 0 to 30, so the mid-interval 15. 30 to 50, mid-interval of 40. 50 to 70, mid-interval of 60. 70 to 100, the mid-interval is 85. The mid-interval being the number that's halfway between two ends of the interval. You can get this by adding both numbers and dividing by 2. And from 100 to 160, it's 130. So what we're going to do then is multiply the number of students in each group by this mid-interval. So 15 by 1, 40 by 2, 60 by 10, and so on. So it's the 1 times 15 plus 2 times 40 plus 10 by 60 and 7 by 85. 10 times 60 plus 7 by 85. And finally 5 by 130. So if we put this in the calculator, we get an answer of 1940. And if we're estimating the mean, that's the total number divided by the total number of messages divided by the number of students, which was 25. If we do this in a calculator, we get 77.6. Okay, finally, part D. The students also found the total number of WhatsApp messages they sent in this particular week. Use the data in the table to find the smallest value that this total could be. Okay, well, the smallest value that the total could be would be if the number of students, if this one student here sent only 0 messages, and if these two sent just 30 messages each. In other words, if each student sent the lower end of the interval that they are in, that's how you get the smallest possible number. So that's going to be 1 by 0, 2 by 30, 10 by 50. 1 by 0, 2 by 30, 10 by 50. And then 7 by 70 and 5 by 100. and that's going to give us an answer of 1550. That's the smallest possible total number of WhatsApp messages. And that's the end of the question.